is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a DC Legends video. In this video, I gotta be frank, I'm doing this video right on the heels of a couple of videos trying to get them like all knocked out while I have some free time. And I have not been able to delve into this tune that I'm going to review so much, but from what I've seen, she's ridiculous right now. That is Terra, as if you can't see. I think if I point in the right direction, she's here or there. I don't know. Like I can't see. I have to do it in post. I don't know. Anyway, she's nuts. I've run into her in PvP a few times, and I've read through her kit, and I'm going to go through it now. I already had her 7011 beforehand. I was using her as a Harley Quinn counter whenever there was a female gym blitz. So I'd already taken her 7011, and she was okay then, like at best, okay. So yeah, I can't do a 6010 video for you guys, so I'm just gonna kind of have to do a full guide, or an in-depth guide of her. But I've run into her PvP a few times, and she has made a few teams absolutely infuriating with her abilities. So we'll just hop right into the kit, then I'm just gonna take it directly into PvP, give you my views on her, and maybe even a couple of counters to her, but the counters to her are kind of obvious in terms of like Wonder Girl and stuff. Anyway, before we get into all that, I drop DC Legends videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Raid Shadow Legends videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So please like, please subscribe, and if you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. Troll me, it's okay. So in any case, I've come to the conclusion that Terra is right on the cusp. It's probably better than Green Lantern Hal Jordan. Now, I don't know, should I do that before or after? One of the things that makes Martian Manhunter a great lead is that he gives debuff immunity on his A2 to the entire team. The reason why Green Lantern Hal Jordan is still better than that is because he gives that debuff immunity at the start of battle before things even get kicked off. So that basically protects you from that Harley Quinn, Eclipso, and Rage thing. Now, since Martian Manhunter can't do that on his A2, he can give it to you more times than Green Lantern can, because Green Lantern, once he gives you those debuff immunities, after those 2 turns, they're gone. You don't get them back. The reason why Terra, I feel, is better suited to take out Harley Quinn is because she has it as an ability as well as at the beginning. So to go through her kit: special damage to an enemy, can't miss, apply 4 evasion down to target, apply heal immunity to target. Heal immunity, fantastic, but the main thing that we love to see here is can't miss, and the can't miss also applies 4 evasion downs. So 5 when I finally have that ringed out. I don't have any rings right now. I'm ring poor, so I haven't been able to work on that ability yet. But so if I'm going up against Harley Quinn and I hit her with that, it gives her the 4 evasion downs as well. It can't miss. And we all know that Harley Quinn on defense apparently is a god, but on offense, yeah. Anyway, so that can't miss, plus applying the 4 evasion downs, makes Harley Quinn much more mortal. It makes her perform much more like she does when she's on offense as opposed to defense. So that's an awesome ability out of the gate. Apply 3 agility ups, which would be boosted up to 4 agility ups, and then 4 hit chance downs once I ring that out. To all allies, also apply at the end of it 30% shield once I have it ringed out. Apply 30% shield. Give debuff immunity to team. Now, I'm going to ring this out. In fact, the only ability I'm going to ring out this one as well for the 5 evasion downs. I'm not going to ring out Tremor because it's only plus 5% more damage, and it's already light special damage. So, Tremor, light special damage, and apply 3 evasion downs to all enemies. That's awesome. Now, the hope here is that it wouldn't miss, and now just to be a double, but I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit, but it's because her kit works well with itself. It works really, really well with itself. And I'll be able to I'm just going to read through it, then I'll go back and tell you why it's kind of important. Passive ability: if Terra has 6+ debuffs at the start of her turn, purge her debuffs and trigger meltdown, dealing special damage to all enemies. Use Rock Solid at the start of battle is the legendary point, and that is huge. And I'm just going to go ahead and read this next passive before I get into it. Maybe I should do this more. If Terra triggers Meltdown, 53% chance to gain buff immunity to a random enemy. Now, that one is nice. I'm just not really paying attention to because it's random. So that's why I haven't ringed it out so much. And then the legendary point here is grant debuff immunity and 4 agility ups to random ally upon Terra's death. The reason why I'm not taking that, I'm taking that last, is because I'm not counting on Terra dying. I'd rather have all the other legendary abilities first and then do that one, because the goal here is not to have her die. So I don't need that benefit. I'm hoping that it won't happen or that it won't be necessary. Now, the reason why I was going back and forth is, so you see here, Meltdown, use Rock Solid at the start of battle. When you use Rock Solid at the start of battle, you get 3 hit chance ups, you get 30% shield, and you get debuff immunity for the entire team, and the 3 or 4 agility ups. So off the bat, you are equipped to take care of Harley Quinn, period. You have the debuff immunity that so far I've tried to test it, and it does go before she gets a chance to enrage you, which is awesome. So that she's not going to be able to give you a chance to enrage you then. Now, the rest of your team, very similar to Steppenwolf, will have the chance to hit her because they'll have 4 hit chance ups, and she gives herself, I want to say 5. And I'm going to go ahead and go to Harley Quinn's kit just so I be sure of this. On this Come Get It, she gives herself 5 evasion ups. So we have 4 hit chance ups, which basically means that she has 1 evasion up. So even for Harley Quinn on defense, that's a bit devastating for her kit. So back to Terra. So it seems as though she's perfectly equipped to go against Harley Quinn, and I know a lot of you guys find Harley Quinn to be a nightmare. On top of it, if that wasn't enough for you, she'll hit with the A1 to give can't miss, and then further negate those evasion downs on the target. Then on top of all of that, hold on, there was this thing. Here, if Terra has 6+ debuffs at the start of her turn, purge the debuffs, trigger Meltdown, dealing special damage to all enemies. This one, to me, I'm not 100% thrilled by it because I feel as though, I feel as though purging the debuffs and then triggering Meltdown, dealing special damage to all enemies, I don't know what that looks like. And you know what, in fact, before I even rule final judgment on that one, I want to take it into PvP because I don't really, it's a passive ability that attacks, which I think is awesome. So before you even get going in her turn, she's attacking first, if she has that many debuffs. So I like it, but part of it is also, I don't know how often she's going to have debuffs because of the A2. Now the A2, since it'll go and since it'll start at the beginning of battle because of that Meltdown legendary point, it means that she's better suited for Harley Quinn than Green Lantern Hal Jordan because you will start off the battle with debuff immunity, and then throughout the battle, you'll be able to use the A2 to give yourself debuff immunity again, because we all know that Harley Quinn can enrage you on the second time or the third time or the fourth time that she's using that ability. So with her A2, similar to Martian Manhunter, she'll be able to give you the debuff immunity. Unlike Martian Manhunter, you can start off with this at the beginning of battle, and like, you know, Green Lantern Hal Jordan. So like, she is that perfect mix to kind of deal with it. So she's in PvP this week. This video is coming out on Monday, so this should be the start of her PvP on, well, I mean, for me, Tuesday. I'm in Switzerland. For the US, 8 p.m. to, I guess, 5 p.m. from Eastern Standard Time to Pacific Time on Monday. But, I mean, like, she just seems to be, like, perfectly built to deal with Harley Quinn. And all those hit chance ups, she seems to be perfectly built to deal with, like, the evasion teams, which kind of saddens me because if you guys watched any of my videos, I'm actually going to do, I'll probably make it tomorrow, I'm going to do an evasion comp team video because I love evasion so much. But Terra is going to, you know, she's going to rain on that parade a little bit. I think, and this is the other thing that I wanted to try to do, and maybe I'll run into a team that has it. I really want to use her against Cassandra Cain or Dove. to see how effective that not just the debuff immunity, but the evasion downs and the hit chance ups are against them, because they stack so many that I don't know if, like, for example, if I hit Cassandra Cain with the A1, which is a can't miss, and then nullify some of the evasion ups by giving evasion downs, and then the rest of the team has hit chance ups, does that then make her vulnerable? Same thing with Dove, who stacks like 1,000 of those things. Does that then make them vulnerable? So what I'm going to do anyway, as I'm rambling on, is let me go ahead and build a team. Is this a good one? This might be a good one that I just landed on. Martian Manhunter gives you the awareness at the beginning. The idea is that Terra will block the enrage buffs, give us hit chance ups. The problem that we have here is the Wonder Girl, who is going to go nuts because of all the buffs that are flying around. And before that hadn't been so much of a problem for me. I'm going to do it anyway. Before that had been so much of a problem for me, but today I ran into a fight where like Wonder Girl was cracking the whip with literally everyone's turn, and it just wiped my entire team out. It hasn't been that way in a long time, actually, where she was doing it, and that overtly, put it that way. It was happening, but not like that. And see, she just took away. Well, you know what? Let's just do this and then go. But we did not get enraged, and I didn't pay enough attention to see if that immune thing comes up whenever Harley Quinn tries to enrage and it doesn't work. Boom, Wonder Girl's out, so we're good to go from that point on. Hit chance ups should help. Like, I mean, I think that she's going to be really good. Make your entire team tankier, which is helpful alongside of Barda, meaning like the team is just going to be so tanky that it's going to be ridiculous. But I feel as though her role is going to be, or maybe I shouldn't even say that. I was going to say that maybe her role is going to be a bit limited because her kit seems to work so well against evasion comps or evasion hit chance down tunes. However, that might just be me being narrow-minded, because it feels as though, okay, here we go. We got a Cassandra. Ooh, and we got an Azrael. And as my friend on, I can't even, let me get his name, because he said this to me a couple times, and I have to give him a shout out because he's right. He's 100% right. I do it every time, and I'm stubborn, and I haven't had a chance to reply to your comment, but I guess by the time this comes out, Jimmy Hatsits. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your last name. He always says it with this comment from the other day. When are you going to learn, my man? You never ignore Azrael. He's right. He's 100% right. I get so wrapped up in other stuff, and I get stubborn, and I want to do things my way, and then I'll ignore Azrael, and then he'll wipe me out. So I'm going to have to pay attention to Azrael, as he says. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put in one of my meaty taunters that I've fallen in love with, Clayface. Or should I? Because we have two taunters on the other side. And if I'm not going to ignore Azrael, that means that what I'm going to have to do is the thing that every time I make this composition, I know Dr. Zabarro is smiling. If you guys don't know the inside joke, just watch some other episodes with Riddle Me This, and you'll see like how much this pains me and how much Dr. Zabarro is probably like leaning back in his chair like, yeah. So, yeah, I have to do this combination because it's the only way to really deal with Azrael. Red Robin has some events coming up or some frags that are going to be available this month. Get them. So yeah, we'll go with this. Now, the debuff immunity coming from Terra is key for this composition to work, because we do not want to get enraged by Harley Quinn. However, the other plus side, the sneaky plus side, is that, as we all know, Cassandra Cain does that annoying buff immunity / heal immunity thing. But if you have the debuff immunity from Terra, that kind of negates it. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and use Rock Solid again. Oh, I can use it back to back. So she uses it at the start of battle, but then there is no cooldown on it, so I can still use it now. I didn't even realize that. Okay, so here, let's go ahead and do that. So we did miss Cassandra Cain, but that's okay. That's part of the intention. The debuff immunity helped us out there. Let's go ahead and stun Barda, or kill her, because if she gets going, then we're in a world of trouble. So the debuff immunity fell off, but that's okay. Can't miss on the A3 with Robin. Let's go ahead and crack her. So now we're missing Cassandra Cain. All right. So she did use, that was when Meltdown triggered. That's awesome. Now I'm kind of tempted, or no, I'm not even tempted. I'm going to do it. The thing I'm doing here is hitting with the A1, putting those evasion downs on her. We have hit chance up and evasion downs. Hit chance ups are on Martian Manhunter right now. That didn't balance it out enough, and then those fell off. Oh wait, doesn't, I think Cassandra Cain has a purge on her, in her kit, that keeps the debuffs from staying on her. No? I have to double check that now, because then that creates a problem. Let's go ahead and, I think so. I have to double check. All right, let me go double check real quick. I'll come back and face another team. Synergies for Terra, Lex, duh. Hippolyta, duh. But I feel as though in terms of like synergies for her, the real thing in terms of synergy is not that she's relatively plug and play if you're going against those evasion comps that you like. She'll make your team beefier, so she can help with survivability. She has can't miss. As I'm rambling, I'm trying to remember what I was going to do, which was the hero, Cassandra Cain. Where you at? In front of me, because I'm an idiot. All right, so Cassandra Cain, if she evades an attack, nope. If Cassandra Cain is invisible at the start of every turn, 25% and 5 evasion ups, purge 3 debuffs on Cassandra Cain. So if she's invisible at the start of every turn, everybody's turn, she's purging the debuffs. Or at the start of her turn, she's purging 3 debuffs. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Cassandra Cain's a nightmare. Now let's check Dove real quick. I don't think Dove purges any buffs. I could be mistaken. Gain 3 evasion ups. Shield additional. Damage to all enemies. Hit chance downs. Oh yeah, she does purge 3 buffs on the A3. Wow! Wow! So this is going to be great against Harley Quinn, but the most infuriating characters in the game, Dove and Cassandra Cain, that A1 is still can't miss. They're still physical. So if she has some intelligence up, she'll probably be able to lay them down. I thought for sure, no, they'll purge them. They'll purge those debuffs right off. Oh, jeez. Man. And I can't help but to think that I love Cassandra Cain and I love Dove. As many people that hate them and wish them ill and throw their phones across the room because they got defeated, I love them. Oh, I'm such a jerk. All right, so let's get to it. I'm going to try to find another evasion team or a team with someone with evasion on it, because that's the main role that I see her in. I do think she has some pretty good plug and play potential. So if you have her frags and you like using her, like I said, she's going to make your entire team. I think she's going to make your entire team better. So for example here, the reason why I paused is because it's not just the enrage that you're worried about with the debuff immunity. This team here has several tunes that will stun. And given what the debuff immunity that she can give, initially you would start off with like a Green Lantern Hal Jordan to make sure that you can have the debuff immunity to block you from Hawk Girl or Superboy being able to stun you, or even Impulse being able to stun you. This team is level 23. Let me get back. But I can't find the one time I'm looking for a team with Harley Quinn on it. The one time I'm looking for a team with evasion. The last 2 videos I've done, I've been looking for like evasion teams to go against, and I haven't been able to find them. The second I stop recording, I guarantee it'll be nothing but like Dove and Cassandra Cain and Harley Quinns and all that other. Really though? Really though. All right, so I forgot my train of thought. Yeah, so her debuff immunity, I'm focusing very, very heavy on the evasion because I think that's where she's going to work best against. However, that debuff immunity, like being there, being able to use it over and over again, is going to be useful against a team like with a dark side on it. So that way you don't get stunned as well. Now, would I recommend it? Darkseid hits hard as hell, and he's a mystic, so he's probably going to take her out. But you get the point. That debuff immunity is going to come in handy a lot. Wow, I can't find a Harley Quinn team. Wow, I cannot find a Harley Quinn team. Are you freaking kidding me right now? There's one with the Wonder Girl, of course, and a Black Flash and Martian Manhunter. So I don't have to worry about an Azrael, so those two can come out. I'm gonna have an affinity matchup problem here. A lot of times when you have, I just had an idea. Someone said this before about what I did with Owlman when I put Owlman on a all evasion team, and I was kind of a jerk for doing that. And I was, and I did it intentionally to be a jerk. Should I make, because the thing I'm worried about now, just to be real, Black Flash. I don't really feel like using Black Flash right now, and maybe this is me just trying to be too cute. I don't feel like using him at the moment. And I'm gonna have to worry about Wonder Girl there. And so what I was thinking about doing was Harley Quinning it up. They won't have debuff immunity. And now Cassandra Cain or Dove. Dove makes the entire team hard to hit. Cassandra Cain retaliates and hits a bit harder. My Dove doesn't seem to retaliate on offense that often. Who am I going to go with? Plus, the AoE attack. Well, the AoE attack for both of them is pretty good. Let's go with Dove because that's the character that upsets people the most right now. I'm a jerk. Okay, so let's see how this goes. We start off with the debuff immunity. Harley Quinn cannot enrage us. But what's going to happen, Oh, they actually hit us. Of course they actually hit us, because why would you miss? So, he just missed. Wonder Girl. Can't stand you. Boom. Yep, got that enrage going. Cool. So basically, Terra has done her job in this composition, which is to give us those hit chance ups to deal with Harley Quinn and to give us that debuff immunity to block us from her enrage. She's out of the match. And in fact, me being a jerk might come back to bite me here. No. Oh, did she miss? Oh, are you gonna miss? Oh. Come on now, guys. Come on, ladies. Oh. The jerk is getting his just desserts. See my dove not retaliating there? Boom. Okay. So now can these two, with all this evasion, can these two take out Martian Manhunter? Can they? Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. Doesn't look like Dove's gonna be able to, albeit Dove is nuts. I don't know. Yeah, honestly, I'm just kind of watching it along with, if you guys are still watching this episode, I'm just watching it along with you guys because I'm kind of curious about how powerful Dove can prove herself to be. Not powerful enough. Let's go at it one more time. I'm gonna do it one more time, and then I'll call it a video. And I'm gonna go at it with an evasion team. I don't know what it is, but I'm totally being like a Trae Young right now. Trae Young in the Madison Square Garden. I'm totally being that guy right now. I really am. What team was it? Was it this one? No. But I'm enjoying playing the role of the villain and putting these teams into the pool of teams that people might potentially have to face. I think I'm gonna leave Harley Quinn in. I think I'll take out Dove and maybe put in Eclipso. But for those of you who aren't sports fans, yeah, I'm enjoying being the heel right now. I'm enjoying playing that bad guy role because it's low stakes. It's DC Legends. I'm not really that kind of a bad guy. Not really. But it is fun to do it. All right. So anyway, oh, we enraged Martian Manhunter also for nothing. All right. So that also protected us from Doom right there from Black Flash. So now, miss. I didn't even put it on auto yet. Okay. Like, see, Wonder. Oh, wait. When is Wonder Girl getting her turn? Because Wonder Girl's gonna open up with her AOE, right? Right? Come on now. Oh, that should be the end of Black Flash, right? Oh no, of course you didn't retaliate, because why would you retaliate for me? No. No. Of course you didn't retaliate. Of course you didn't. Of course you didn't. I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna do this until I get this evasion comp to work. Because the main goal here is to protect us from the evasion and the rage and the potential negative debuffs from this team, while at the same time evading and not dealing anything with it. And to be fair, while I'm doing this whole like fake bad guy routine thing or whatever, to be 100% frank, evasion comps are fun, and from an offensive perspective, are just for fun. It's like gambling. I know that I'm going in making a bad decision, and that is a very good chance that I'll lose, but I enjoy it as entertainment goes. So the reason why it's bad is because it's very RNG based. So I could go at them with the exact same team that I went at them with before and actually win, because the RNG broke my way a couple times more than it did the last time. So in fact, let me go ahead and switch that to Cassandra Cain. So it's entirely possible. But I do enjoy doing it. I do have fun doing it. And as all of you probably well know, when it comes to these teams, defensively, for some reason, they perform far better than they do offensively. So we got everybody enraged that time. Awesome. That takes care of one problem child, which is Black Flash. We're going to have to deal with Wonder Girl at some point. Would love to get that taunt off of, oh, boom. Gotta love that. Would love to get that taunt off of Harley Quinn so we could get to Wonder Girl. Hopefully, yes, that's what we needed. We needed that miss. All right. And truth be told, like, I don't think Cassandra Cain made the difference in this team winning or not. It really is just a matter of RNG broke right for us when Black Flash tried to attack. We were able to take him out quickly. Wonder Girl didn't attack as many times as you see Terra take out Harley Quinn with the A1 that does not miss. So like when it comes down to it, this is kind of like a pseudo like evasion comps team now, or a pseudo evasion video. But it wasn't based on the fact of how I built it per se. Like that was part of it, yes. But Cassandra Cain and Dove being in that spot didn't make the difference. What made the difference was that time Black Flash missed and we retaliated as opposed to the other times. They were enraged this time. They weren't enraged the two times before. So it is heavily RNG based. But in any case, did get it to work. I think that Terra is a very good tune. I love her rework. They did an excellent job of it. Her kit works really, really well together. It's going to help you against those heavy debuff teams. It's going to help you against those heavy evasion up teams that I love to throw into the pool. So you know, I think she's a great tune now. Potentially A tier, if not high B. Low A, high B is where I would range it now. But to be fair, I haven't like used her a whole lot yet. But I have done it to where now I've started taking Green Lantern Hal Jordan out of that composition I use for like Clayface and Azrael, and putting Terra in, and then putting in Darkseid or maybe Martian Manhunter at lead. And so like this might be the thing that kind of makes Green Lantern Hal Jordan fall out of my rotation. I'm not so sure. But we'll see. In any case, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.